All right, everybody. What we're going to do now is we're going to get you started on your first Trailhead account and go through what are the different features of Trailhead, what are the modules, what does it look like to complete a trail mix, what are the different basic pages you should really start with, and just skip all of the extra superfluous items, all these different items. There's so many topics you could learn, but we want to be able to focus in on your Salesforce Administrator credential study points and topics. And that way you can gain knowledge faster, get ready for your certification faster, and don't waste any time. And then later on, as your curiosity expands, your time in the Salesforce platform expands, you can continue to grow and learn other certifications and build on top of this foundation. But first things we have to do is we have to build a Trailhead account. So just follow along on your screen, and we are going to start from here and keep moving forward. Okay, we are on trailhead.salesforce.com. This is your central location for Salesforce certification learning. You can go through all of these tabs, and I'll just briefly skim over them. And you'll see a variety of different options where you can deep dive and learn so much about Salesforce as a platform and all the different ways that you can gain knowledge, skill sets, and really upskill and prepare for your different credentials and different tests. Here's one of those where you can go through and look at the certifications, you can maintain your certifications, and you can start building towards the Salesforce Administrator credential. In the community, you can walk through all of these pages and really look and learn about the Ohana community, which is basically this, and I'm going to simplify this really, just a very helpful community of Salesforce experts, people that have experience all the way from director, CEO level, CTO level, all the way down to junior level beginners working together to contribute ideas, knowledge, and helpful advice when working through Salesforce problems or building out new ways to make Salesforce better. In the company section, you can deep dive into how a company can use Salesforce in the future and how to increase sales, service, marketing, and all the different ways that Trailhead is useful for companies, for their employees to deep dive into Salesforce. But what we're going to do is we're going to get started and we're going to learn about how to skill up for the future. And you could either click sign up or you can get started for free. I'm going to scroll through this page real quick for you just so we can kind of walk through it together. You can see a lot of the basics. I'm not going to read everything on the screen because I don't want to bore you. The Trailblazer community is another way of describing someone who is using Trailhead. These cool jackets, sometimes you can get swag when you complete your certification exams. You can really build upon your career here. And you can even look and see what types of careers and learn a little bit about each of them. For me, I have worked through the Salesforce Administrator, the Sales Professional. I've worked through marketing, through different tools in the Salesforce platform. I've worked with architects, and I've also been a business analyst and a Sales Cloud consultant. There's so many other roles as well. But you could even see salaries. Let's take a look at the Salesforce Administrator facts here. And I would actually agree with a lot of these facts that they are super accurate. This is what we're working towards right here. This is awesome. Look at this. Okay, do you want to get started? Well, click on one, and you'll start to see some modules here. And your modules will give you an estimated time. They'll give you some points that you're going to earn. This is called gamification, and it's trying to make this more entertaining way of learning. You're building your education, but you're also completing and, in a way, competing in a game for who can get the most points, who can get the most badges. When you go through a module, and we'll go through some modules together as well later on in this course, let's just click on Salesforce Platform Basics and see what it pops up with. We'll go back to signing up here in just a moment. But with the platform basics, this is always the great starting point for anyone who's never really even dove into Salesforce. I myself even went through this and started from scratch. And so that's where I want to take you. You start to go through the different tasks here, and I'll even open this up in a new tab. Let's look. Get started with the platform. You have objectives, you have accessibility features. You need to log in though in order to complete this, and there might be a quiz or it might be a hands-on activity where you'll actually go into the Salesforce platform and actually manipulate, configure, and edit and adjust different features of the platform, which is really cool. And then you'll do a verification, and once it's complete, you'll get all this confetti on the screen and you'll get points. And there are different levels and ranks that you can achieve. So let's go back, and what we're going to do is we're going to sign up. Let's see, I'm going to put in my email. I'm already signed up, right? So it's going to give me a code and it's going to say, hey, we already found you associated with a different account, so they don't have to recreate the account. But for you, you may need to go through a whole process of verifying in your email and just double checking and following these steps. Oh, we found you. Awesome. Well, here we go. A brand new start from scratch Trailhead page. Wow, cool. So my level right now, I'm a scout. I'm gonna go up here to the top right. My name is Patrick, the Salesforce coach, or Patrick the coach. And I'm even gonna deep dive into my profile here real quick and see a little bit about how I can start building my profile. This is a little different. This is trailblazer.me. I can add a bio, can kind of deep dive into editing this profile here. What is my job? What's my pronoun? What's my relationship to Salesforce? I can create a URL, custom. I can do all sorts of items here. I can connect my LinkedIn, which is super useful. You can add a website. So you can really build this out so people can look you up. This is really interesting too. You could even add a hire me button, which is pretty cool. So like if a recruiter was looking for you, all I have to do is click that. That's awesome. Look at that. I can put my address in here. I can connect all my different social accounts. And sorry if I'm going too fast, but just trying to get a lot of information in here for you and make this as useful of a time as possible. All right. So far we've talked about what you can do on Trailhead, what you can find, and how you can work your way through Trailhead through modules and earning badges. And then we walk through signing up briefly. And hopefully you're following along and you've already created your own account. If you haven't, I would encourage you to pause and go and sign up now so that you can start building this out and getting the hands-on experience that you need. Right here, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk a little bit about the different items on this page besides the demographic items and how this works.